consistency with a lot of players as well, so we have to be very cautious and find alternatives and ways. Not sometimes that you want to do everything that is needed. Sometimes it's not possible, and we have to adapt.
So is it a case then that had you been able to get players out?
Yeah, we cannot go and buy another 3 players, and if somebody gets injured, long term do something else. It was just not possible.
And United signed Rasmus Højlund for a lot of money in the summer. Obviously, he's not played in England yet. How much do you know about him?
I prefer not to speak about players. Obviously, it's a huge talent, and everybody's talking really highly of him, and he will have to prove that in this league.
I just wondered how unpredictable it makes United, or preparing to face United when you don't know whether a player that big money.
Yeah.
A lot expected.
Well, I don't know. Like any other club, they would try to get their squad at the highest level and have all the different qualities that they need to challenge for all the trophies, and I'm sure that's what they're trying to do.
We'll go last couple in the live section, Kai.
Hi, Mikel. You've spoken there about how happy you are for Eddie this week. Is it arguably going to be even more difficult now to make that decision up top because Gabriel Jesus is back fit, and would you sort of feel more difficult leaving Eddie out if you need to do that on Sunday?
No, I think it's. I don't see it that way. I just see pride there, and I see a player that, at the end, is something that has happened for a reason, and the reason is the way he pushes everybody, the way he pushes himself every single day to be as best as he possibly can, and that's the headache that he gives us every single day. I said it when I didn't play against Man City, what he did it, and I'm sure that everywhere he's been, when he's been with under 18, 19s, 21s, 23s, and senior team is going to be doing the same with every manager.
And just on Emil, have you had any conversations with him since he's come back from such a successful England under 21 Euros, just to say, this is my plan for you this season, this is where we for you in the squad, or is it sort of letting him get on with it on the training?
No, obviously I had a conversation with him, and it's important for him to understand where he is, and it was always going to be tricky the first 3 or 4 weeks, not for us but for all the clubs, and you see all the rumours and all the players that are not playing, that are unhappy, and not only in this country but in every country, because it's one game per week for a month, and everybody's going with a new season with huge aspiration, and there is not minutes for everybody, and September will be very different.
And Mark?
There we go. You mentioned 36 and I think 43 different formations in those games. Can every professional footballer do that, or when you recruit, you have to look for players that can take those kind of things on board?
No, every player has to do it, unconsciously if possible. But every player has to do it. Some of them they do it constantly, unconsciously, provoking the right thing, making the right decision, and others they just do it naturally and they are in the wrong position a lot. But that happens in the game. That's a fact. It's like your battery life is, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. In football, there is that many structures that happen in a football match.
And is that changed in the modern game, or were you a player that would have to do a similar thing when you were playing?
Depends a lot on the position. Against Man City, there were more because they changed formation.